Speaking of busy, the UFC was busy this freaking weekend. UFC was busy in Paris. That crowd was lit. I said, you're crazy if you don't think this card is more entertaining than the UFC Sphere. Everyone gets all butthurt about that. Again, it's not what UFC was able to pull off is insane. No other organization, even in pro sports, like the NBA couldn't do it, NFL couldn't do it, Major League Soccer couldn't do it, MLB couldn't do it, right? It's too small for them. But I'm just saying, NBA definitely can do it. What UFC did is historical. Nobody else can do it. Hats off to them. I'm not hating on that. My issue is if the venue becomes a star, we don't care about the quality of the cards. That takes away more power from the fighters, and it takes away chips in their corner. So you give them even less negotiation power. So when they go, if we just do dope ass venues, people don't care who's fighting. We don't have to pay you guys at all. We're just going to keep paying you less. We'll put more money into the venue than we do the fighters. That's the direction this is headed. Oh, come on, man. You're being ridiculous. They only did it once. Yeah, but the response they got, people, oh, this is the greatest event ever. This is insane. I'm like, oh, man, I'm with you. But it's so expensive to book that venue and to put all that effort into that venue. The fighters are the ones getting lost in the shuffle. All I care about is the fighters. And how you guys don't see that is wild to me. If the venue is the main attraction, the fighters are fucked even more. Oh, come on, man. The Sphere was cool. I know. I'd rather be in the Apex than fighters get paid and we get better fights. That's all I'm saying. What the UFC did, yeah, it's amazing. I enjoyed the UFC Paris crowd more. I thought the UFC Paris crowd is what the Sphere should have been. The crowd wasn't crazy. The crowd wasn't lit. No, they're busy staring at fucking 200 cameras and, oh my God, this is insane. Look at the venue. Now look at the fighters. The fighters should get the juices flowing, not this stupid venue. Well, but did you see the ring card girls? They paint them in gold. I don't give a fuck. What about the fighters, man? So UFC Paris, that crowd was insane. That's what you want. That's what you want. About the crowd, not the venue. They could be anywhere in the world. It's about the crowd, the experience they're having, watching the world-class fighters compete. That's all I'm saying. In Paris, they were crunk, man. They were crunk. Our boy Matt Favola. Oof.
That guy was so good, though.
Yeah.
His point.
Yeah, that was tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was getting beat up the entire fight, too. He wasn't really into it, winging those punches and that knee.
It just seemed like he was...
He called a knee, too. He called a knockout in the second round with a knee. He did in the third.
Oh.
He called it. In the pre-fight, he was like, I'm going to knock him out with a knee. God, dog, that was tough to watch. That's our boy.
Very tough, yep.
That's our boy. And Brian Battle, I don't know when y'all going to jump on his train. That boy is tough. You know, he used to be 300 pounds, too.
So, yeah.
Just like the boy we're going to talk about in the main event at UFC 307. Khalil. He was also 300 pounds. Brian Battle, Khalil Roundtree, Chin Yi, 300 pounds. Chin Yi, 289. You're 300 with your boots on. But Brian Battle's doing it. I mean, that wasn't an easy test either. Kevin Juicy is no punk. Juicy is no punk, you know? And he definitely put it on him. And then talked so much shit to the French. I enjoyed that.
He was very entertaining, man.
Super entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't know when people are going to jump on that train, but Brian Battle's no joke. Imavov, Brendan Allen. Oh, that was frustrating. Brendan Allen, at some point, you got to be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't just keep going for these takedowns that we're not getting. That first round, obviously, you know, he didn't do much with it, controlled Imavov on the ground. I was surprised how easy he was able to get him down that first round. So I think he just fell in love with that. It was like, had success. And then it just wasn't working. I'm like, what is strike? And I thought he's doing well in the striking department too. So I'm like, what is he doing? And he kept going for this takedown. I'm like, bud, especially in the third round. I'm like, you already lost the second. The takedown in the third, he was getting tired too. I'm like, dude, get to your feet. What are we doing? That was tough. Not his best performance. I'm a huge Brendan Allen fan. Imavov, you know, tough character. Not a world beater, even though he's number 4. Tough. What a win for Strickland, yeah. But, you know, I thought Brendan Allen would get that done. That's a game plan thing there. It just wasn't his best night. Just wasn't his night. Speaking of not his night, BSD, god damn. Someone needs to study that fall off. Oh, he was my guy. He was that secret, you know, special forces French dude that everyone was scared of. And I think he's 28. They just pushed him. Again, it's a double-edged sword. He just got pushed too soon, too fast. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We've talked about this all the time. He's 28. They just pushed him too fast. He went from Matt Favola to fucking Dustin Poirier. What? I'm not hating on Matt at all. You guys know I love Matt, but he went from literally unranked to Dustin Poirier, and then gets starched, and they're like, all right, well, he was doing well, but he had staff. You're like, okay, I guess I could see that. And then he gets Moicano, and that first round was 10-8. That might have been one of the worst first rounds I've ever seen somebody. You're like, oh my God, this is terrible. That's a 10-8 if I've ever seen it. Can we give 10-7s? And then, you're just so goddamn tough being a special forces dude mentally. You're not going to break that guy. Second round was good for him. He won the second round, But, yeah, BSD. And this is one of those things when guys get pushed too fast, too soon. The biggest key, Darren Till, probably the number one guy, too soon. It's just too fast. It's marathon, not a sprint. And I was a victim of it too in my career. You want to sprint to the top. If someone with experience sits you down like, bud, I know you want to jump to the top so you can get bigger fights, more fame, bigger contracts, but it's a slow man's game. Turtle wins the race. It's such a gay analogy, but turtle wins the race, meaning you're going to make more, not jumping to the top, fighting for like Moicano did. He's been in the UFC 10 years. Guarantee he's made more than BSD. He's ranked higher, all this stuff. Slow, dude. Get that 50, 60K 3 times a year. Get your sponsors. But you're doing it over 10 years. It adds up. Or you can do what BSD did, or Darren Till, or Sage Northcutt, right? And just catapult to the top. And once you're there, there's only one way to go. And if you're not ready, you're going to be out of the organization. You're going to be out. And yeah, you have a 2-year blitz, and maybe you made a little more jumping up there in the ranking in the top 10 and top 5. You made a little more. But would you rather take it slow and make 6 figures over 10 years than 6 figures for 2 years? And you're fighting the best of the best. You're talking about veterans. They've been there with everybody. Nothing you do they haven't seen. They're going to be able to figure you out. And if you do have a deficiency in your game at that level, they're going to take advantage of it, and you don't have time to work on it. Because bam, next fight's there. Oh, it's a top 5 guy. Good luck, dude. Once you break in the top 5, there's only one way to go, unless you're fucking ready to go. And 99% of the guys aren't. It takes a while to get there. You look at the guys that stick around for a long time, they took their time. They take their time. It's a marathon, not a race. BSD, just mismanagement. It's mismanagement. Believed in the hype. Yeah, we can beat anyone. Dustin Poirier get knocked out. It's just, it was your staff. Yeah, you're right. Moicano just, literally. Moicano, literally. Yeah, Moicano just 10-7 his ass. You can say 10-8. I'd say 10-7 where I come from. If you want to do 10-6, I want to yell at you. If they do those. That was a 10-7 round. It's a shame. It's a shame, dude.